everyone, Kate here. I think you can see Jeanette in the back in the mirror. We are on our way to the gym. I've had quite a bit of people ask me about my gym routine and what I do and how I keep things up, and just trying to give some people some advice as to what they should do when they go to the gym. So I thought today I would give you all a walkthrough of what I do when I get to the gym and kind of my timeline that I have, because especially now with Jeanette and taking her with me, I only have an hour to work out. So I really have to keep track of the time in which I do things. So I have a basic outline that I do when I'm at the gym. So every workout I do core every time. That's what I start with. And I do 200 core exercises. So when I'm doing those core exercises, I try and finish them within 15 minutes. I have my go-tos if I'm in kind of a rush to get them done. But if you guys have watched my videos, you know that I really like to switch up my core exercises. I try not to do the same ones. So when I do my core, what I do is I typically pick 4 different exercises, and I do 50 of each of those 4 to give me 200. Sometimes if I have something that's a little more difficult, maybe I'll do 20 or 30 of those and then sub the last ones with something that's a little bit easier. And then I'm really working on my bum. I want to have a better bum. So I always do some sort of squats or lunges, fire hydrants, the donkey kicks. I always do some of those, and I do anywhere from 60 to 100 of those. I always typically pick 2 exercises to do to get those in. Usually if I do lunges, I do 100 lunges, and then if I do that, pair that with squats, I do 60 squats. I don't know why, I think squats are so much harder. And then what I do for my last set, so I try to do that in about 15 minutes, so now I'm up to a half an hour. So my last half hour, I pick my main exercises. What's the body part that I'm going to work on that day? And I break it up to, we've got chest, we've got shoulders. Typically I put chest and shoulders together, back, arms, and then legs. And what I do is I typically will pick 2 different machines, 15 minutes per machine, or if it's not a machine, per exercise, and I do 100 of each of those. Now I like to go low weight, high rep, so I do a low weight and I do 4 sets of 25, and that's what I do. So I do 100 of each exercise, whether it be on a machine or an exercise. I really like the machines. Now, people have asked me, how do you pick your machine? Honestly, I just kind of walk around and I get a feel for the machines, and once you get to know your gym and you've done a lot of the machines, you'll feel more comfortable. And that's what I do. I just kind of walk around, I decide what I'm going to work on. So today I'm going to work on arms. I have my go-to exercises. Again, once you feel comfortable at the gym, you'll have your go-to exercises for things that you like to do. And you'll feel good about it. But it takes time. It's going to take you a month or 2 to kind of really feel good about all the different machines and that sort of thing. Now, speaking of machines, ladies, don't get intimidated. Don't feel like people are watching you. That was really my big thing, is I always thought, all the people who work out hardcore, they're going to be looking at me and saying, what does this girl know? Especially when I was heavier, when I was 60 pounds heavier, I felt like I didn't belong there. And honestly, when I see people using the machines and working out, really doing anything that they're doing, I admire them. They're in the gym, they're doing what they're doing, and they're trying to be healthier. And I think that's the mentality that everybody, or most people, have when they go to the gym, is that, they're excited that people are out there trying to live a healthier lifestyle. So just put that in your mind. You're just trying to be a healthier, better person. And and feel good about yourself. And that's really what you just got to put in. Don't sit there and think that people are staring at you or judging you. And if you need to practice a couple of reps on a machine before you get the hang of it, that's fine too. Sometimes it takes you a couple times. Sometimes it feels weird the first time you get on and you're like, oh, did I do that right? You know, take your time with it the first few times. You don't have to do exactly what I do. I've worked up to what I do. You know, everything that I do didn't happen in overnight. You know, it took time. You know, my workout routine and everything is 2 years in the making. It's not something that just kind of worked out, you know. And when I first started, now I can get everything done in an hour. When I first started, it might have taken an hour and a half to get all of that done. And if you don't have an hour and a half, then maybe you only do 100 core, or maybe you don't do lunges and squats every time, or maybe you don't want to work on your butt. Like, you know, you got to figure out what works for you. Maybe you want to work on your arms, and so you always do some sort of arm exercise every time you go. And so I guess my point is, have fun at the gym. You know, don't feel like it's a chore. You know, I saw a really good thing on Instagram about somebody's daughter, and they said, you know, my daughter's not my excuse, she's my reason. And I really like that. You know, my daughter, when I got pregnant, she was my reason to get healthy. You know, I want to make sure that I'm living a healthy lifestyle to be there for her. And she's my reason for working hard, you know, and I want her to see when she's growing up, I want her to see that I work hard and I take care of my body, and that I'm living and making healthy lifestyle choices. And hopefully when she gets older, she learns to emulate that. So I hope you enjoy my walkthrough at the gym. We just got here. And if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to share them below when you're done. All right, everyone, so we're here at the gym getting ready to do my core. So the few things that I like to get are a mat, obviously. And then I like to get an exercise ball. And I do 10 pounds. And then sometimes I like to use a Bosu balance trainer to get some of my core in. So I make sure that I have everything ready to get my core done. And I'm going to start with some Mason twists. Next, I'm going to do 50 laying leg raises with medicine ball. Next, I'm going to do a reverse crunch with a leg extension hold. And last, I'm going to do a glute bridge using the balance trainer. Okay, so I'm done with my core, and I'm going to move on to my lower body and glutes. I'm really obsessed with the TRX ropes right now, so I'm going to get them in using that, and I'm going to do 60 of each of these types of squats. Alright everybody, I'm on to my main workout. Just finished those squats. I'm going to do arms today. I'm going to do one of my favorite triceps. And it's this machine here. I like this rope. You can change this up, which is nice. You can pick whatever hand lever you want. I love this rope. It's really great for getting your triceps in. So that's what I'm gonna do next. I'm gonna do 4 sets of 25 at 20 pounds. See how that feels. I might have to increase or decrease. How on this machine, it gives you a workout example. It's working your triceps, and they're telling you how to use it. So you can find these on the gym, which is awesome. Alright, my last set of 100, I'm going to be on the same sort of machine, except I'm going to put the lever all the way down to the bottom. I've got a bar instead of the rope, and I'm going to do some bicep curls. All right, that's my set at the gym. I'm all done. It took me about an hour to get all that in. On the triceps exercise, I ended up doing 50 at 15 pounds and then 50 at 10. Man, those things just kill my arms. It's hard. And then on the bicep curls, I did that at 20. So I did 100 at 20. What a great workout. My arms are sore, good sore. They don't hurt. Just have a good workout sore. So, hope you enjoyed your journey. I'm going to post some more on different parts and different machines, so stay tuned. And if you like the content, please subscribe below. Have a good one.